What's up, guys? Today I want to show you how I built a simple planning dashboard that works for me and I'm sure will work for you, and you can use by just going into the description and downloading it for free. So once you got this template, you basically press in the top right corner to duplicate it and add it into your Notion workspace, and then you will have some tutorials. So the first tutorial is going to be the video I'm filming just now, so you can always go back and see how the dashboard works. And then the second tutorial is basically a step-by-step guide on how to plan your life. And this part you only need to do once, and here you will define 4 things. So first you will define your personal mission statement, your why, which is very important, because if we have why, we can always go back and understand why we are doing something and get motivation, even on the days when motivation is low, and there are many of them when you're building anything. From personal mission statement, you're going to define SMART goals, lifetime goals, midterm goals, 3 to 5 years, 1 year goals, so short-term goals, and then also quarterly goals. From those goals, you're going to go into monthly planning, and then finally, you're going to go into weekly planning, which is going to be more operational. Now, if we just look one of them, because all of them are built in the same way, you would have a recommended reading on top, and then you will have a step-by-step guide for each of them, which will allow you to build it. So for example, this is personal mission statement or your why. So you will answer all these questions, and then in the end, you're going to end up with your personal mission statement. And once you're done, you just move to the next one, and then you repeat the process for the SMART goals and for the planning and so on and so forth. Amazing. So now when you're done with this tutorial, we can actually go ahead and start using the dashboard. So to use the dashboard, you click here. And I just want to go first explain what is on the big dashboard, what you can see. On the left-hand side, you see the mission statement. Here you're going to be inputting the mission statement after you're done with the tutorial, and same with the quarterly goals. The importance is to have them somewhere visible, because when we are working, it's always good to ask ourselves, does this task align with what I want to achieve in my mission, but also in the next quarter? Because a lot of times we work and we are busy, but we don't actually do the real work. And this will allow us to really focus on that. Then we have some notes where we can type the text in, and let's say that we delete all the notes. Here we have a button to just do the notes, right? The next thing I included in the dashboard is a Pomodoro timer. Pomodoro is a very good technique to actually be focused to single task. So how it looks like, you would do 25 minutes of focused uninterrupted session, followed by a 5-minute short break. And then after 4 of those, you would have a longer break. This is what I'm still testing for myself, how it impacts my productivity. I tried it in the past. It worked good, but I was working for a big company and I was not in full control of my time. But now when I am an entrepreneur, and I think this will be very beneficial. So you can do it as well. If you want to change some settings, you basically just press the setting and change it based on your preferences. Now, in the bottom left corner, we have, again, the planning. So before, you remember in tutorial, you did all the planning the first time. But obviously this will need to repeat itself. So we have a cadence. When do we need to do it? Weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, and then what we need to do. You simply press on, let's say, any of them, let's say quarterly goals. You will have a guide, instructions, and you will have basically a table to review the old goals, but also to set new goals. Let's say these were goals for the last quarter, right? So let's say goal number one, goal number 2, goal number 3. So once you are done with review, you don't need to really change the table. What you need to do is you just drive this through archive, press this button, and voila, the new table will be created. And all of these planning pages work and operate on the same way. Now, if we go to the right part of the table, we start with the most important one, which is the daily tasks. And I like to distribute them into 3 groups: big rocks, nice to haves, and if I can's. So what does that mean? Big rock is something that must be done in order to call a day a success. So the most important, the most pressing tasks. I would usually ask you to do 2 to 4 maximum. And once you're done, that's amazing. Your day is already a success. Then you have nice to haves. You work on them only after you complete big rocks. They're important, but maybe not that time sensitive. And lastly, if I cans. Those are really the tasks when you work only when you have completed the big rocks and nice to have and still have a lot of energy and time. So this is how I try to prioritize my tasks. Then you have healthy habits, must-dos and can-dos. I have a couple of must-dos in my days. For example, morning reading is a must, morning routine is a must, and workout is a must. And can-do for me, it's ice baths. I don't do them every day. And this will change less. Usually you will have similar routines, but I just wanted to keep it here so you always see them and you also get a little bit of a dopamine hit once you check them out. And last thing on this page is the weekly tasks. And similar to the planning of monthly, which I showed before, basically you would have here all the tasks of the week. You would add which day you need to complete them. And during my Sunday planning, I already try to assign the importance, which is the same as the daily tasks. I will still take 5 to 10 minutes in the morning to sit down, what do I need to do, and think about whether this is really the priority, but this gives me a nice overview. And again, once you're done with this table, with the week, once you do your weekly review, you simply pull it into archive and you connect it with new button. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I think the table is pretty intuitive. It's based on many buttons, automated and so on. If you have any questions, you can always drop me a comment or just drop me a mail. Download the table in the subscription and please subscribe to the channel so I can produce more videos like this. Let's go.